What if I told you that you could make sure that your ads are only seen by the kind of people who are more likely to buy your product? For instance, let's say you're a women's clothing store. You don't want to take out a billboard in the center of town and everybody who drives past is someone you're paying to have see that ad because a billboard is so expensive, including men who are not going to be purchasing anything for any of the ladies in their lives, children, and people just passing through town who aren't going to stop and shop. That's pretty much what you're doing if you're doing most forms of advertising. Thankfully, though, with social media, you now have an opportunity to target just the people who are likely to buy. Now, it's also an important differential between social media and pay-per-click advertising, such as Google AdWords, which we're going to talk about in another course that's upcoming later on this year. In social media advertising, you're targeting people who are not necessarily yet even aware of the fact that they need your product. Now, contrast this with most paid search advertising when you want to pop up in the search results when people are actually searching for, say, ladies' suits. When you do social media advertising, on the other hand, you show up in people's social news feeds on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, in LinkedIn, when they may potentially not even be thinking about purchasing your type of product. You are targeting people then for impulse buys as well as general awareness of your product. So it's a really important part of the marketing mix, and it allows you to home in on people with specific interests. But it's not just targeting people by demographics like women who live in your zip code. You can target people by just about any interest that gets discussed on social media. So let's say you have a sustainable and ethical clothing line and you only want to market to women who are interested in eco-friendly clothing made out of organic cotton who happen to live in your zip code. You can target people on social media with a special offer and make sure that there are people who share your commitment to eco-friendly clothing and nobody else. This is a really great way to avoid wasting your advertising dollars and making sure that you're only spending on having your ad be seen by the right people. You can also make sure that it's only seen by the right people at the right time. Let's say you're a coffee shop and you want to target people in the middle of the afternoon when they really feel like they need a cup of coffee and when they're within a certain number of feet from your store. Well, you can use social mobile advertising to target people in a specific age range or with specific tastes, like say vegans, while they're in the vicinity of your store. Or you can just target everybody who's in the vicinity of your store at a specific time of day. So it's really magical what you can do using the big data that's at the core of every social media marketing engine and tapping into that with what you know about your customers to create customized, super efficient advertising that reaches the right people at the right time. So we're going to walk you through in this lesson a step-by-step targeted advertising campaign for a brand on Facebook and Instagram where we target exactly the right people for that brand in the right way. And then we're going to talk about how you can look at the metrics behind that kind of advertising to generate the results that you deserve. So I really hope you are going to enjoy this unit because it's going to open your eyes to how you can use social media for the most efficient advertising that you can have for whatever brand that you represent.